Hey everyone, this is Badger here with another video for Vadim. Some of you may already know that Wardrum Studios, the studio responsible for the Grand Theft Auto 3 mobile port, accidentally leaked Rockstar's original GTA 3 mission sources in the iOS port of the game. Thanks to them, we got a strange and potentially old mission source by the name of Luigi 1 in these files. This file contains the first mission for Luigi, which is the mission known as Luigi's Girls. For those who don't remember, in the final version of the game, this is the second in-game mission, where Luigi asks us to pick up his girl Misty from a clinic and take her back to him. Easy as that. The sad thing about this mission's beta version is that we don't exactly know how it started. I had no other choice but to add a trigger here because this is the place where the mission spawns Luigi, who gives us the following speech. But he vouched for you. So I was thinking maybe you could do me a favor. A couple of my girls need a ride, so grab a car and pick up Trixie from the Reverend Flannery's and Misty from the clinic, then bring them back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls, so keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, there might be more work for you. As you can see, the code for this mission is so old that it still has this primitive cutscene. And I bet you were surprised to see something much simpler than the motion-captured cutscene that we have in the final version of the game. Not to mention, the objective for the mission also changed. Who's this girl Trixie? Well, let's pick up her beloved Misty from the clinic first. The interesting thing is, this source file is so old that the coordinates for Misty spawn her inside of the hospital right here. If you didn't know, the hospital in the beta version of the game was drastically different, and as these strings suggest, it was a clinic once. I guess she was waiting for us near the old entrance somewhere here. But since the building is different now, I had to change her coordinates so we could continue playing the mission, and when you pick her up, she doesn't even say a word to you. In the final version of the game, when you pick up Misty, she says this famous quote.
Hi, I'm Misty.
Now, let's pick up this mysterious second girl named Trixie from Reverend Flannery's. So, this is Reverend Flannery's. Either this place has changed since the beta phase, or this place is indeed Reverend Flannery's place. Gotta love this old Rockstar humor. As you can see, Trixie didn't even have a special skin and used a generic Lady of the Night model, while Misty by that time already used her unique skin. Looks like this Trixie girl was either a one-time character in the GTA 3 universe or a cut character with a temporary model. Anyway, when you pick up both of these girls, one of them says,
Hi, take us to the red light district, please. We'll be ever so grateful.
And grateful is written in quotes. So when we take both of these girls to Luigi, the game rewards us with $1,500, and it looks kinda buggy in the final game. Not to mention, by that time there was no famous Mission Complete tune yet. Fun fact, this is the same sum of money that the game gives us in the final version for picking up just Misty. There isn't really much else to show or demonstrate with this mission. It's very buggy, very janky, and quite frankly unfinished, as it was from a very early time in Grand Theft Auto 3's development. The fact that we can mess with it currently is fantastic considering how little beta and alpha files we have in our hands. By the way, Leslie Benzies actually talked about this beta mission in an issue of Hyper magazine from July 2001. He described it as the first training mission where you had to pick up two ladies of the night, one from a shop and the other one from a clinic, and then return them to Luigi. So, was Reverend Flannery's place a shop once? Or did Leslie or the journalist hide her real location? Or was it changed? Anyway, in this article, Leslie also stated that this mission was for you to familiarize yourself with the game's controls and city layout. You know what? The final version of this mission actually teaches you how to cycle through the radio stations or to press something to look left or right in the car. This beta mission doesn't explain almost anything to you, which could possibly mean that it dates back to before this article was even written. Leslie also stated that since your task is to carry two people, a four-door car is needed. Interestingly enough, this check was already implemented in the mission, so if you drive a two-door car, the game will insist that you get bigger wheels. But that's not all. I also noticed that if you leave Misty or Trixie far behind, one of them would say,
Hey, wait for me!
Looks like the developers had the idea to give actual quotes to these characters, or at least to one of them. In the final game, the game just says, lose Misty and Luigi will lose your face. Go and get her. And speaking of text, almost all mission-related strings remain the same. They just yanked Trixie out from it. Why they decided to cut the second girl from this mission and thereby simplifying the mission is a complete mystery. But at least you know why the mission is still called Luigi's Girls, and why Luigi mentions a clinic instead of a hospital. And if you want to know more geeky details about this beta mission, then it's best to pause the video right now. If you'd like to see more videos about Grand Theft Auto and other stuff, including beta-related topics, be sure to check out my channel, BadgerGoodger. And don't forget to follow both Vadim and I on Twitter. Until next time, this is Badger. Thanks for watching.